Come on. HII.
Hello. Hey.
Hello. I tried connecting to the server earlier, but I couldn't join.
Hi, Alahedem.
Ooh, it's on now, though.
Hi. Potato. I mean, it's still better than no sleep. From Layla. Yeah, less than 3. Who is it for? So much potatoes LMAOO. He.
I am not sure. Maybe for all.
Hi, Ivana.
Here you go.
At Ivana-Hey.
HII.
Is Layla still on?
She got here before me. Wait, I'm getting on.
Yay, more people.
Hang on, I be doing something in RL. Did this stream just start?
Yes, less than 3.
At Moku Yep. He'll join after a bit of days lol, I am busy W studies. Okay, take your time. AYYY, I finally caught one early. Okay, brew.
Miritsu01 joined the game.
At Moku you father me too.
Eviolina Vos Mritsu. Eviolina Vos says hello. Miritsu01 says did you end up finding your flowers MJ? Miritsu01 says hello.
At S wide itd say father. LMAOIDK. Help. Why did bro give us a reassuring smile? LMAO.
LMAOPLSS.
I am doing something RN.
Rickorion says hi. Rickorion says sorry I am AFK a bit. Rickorion says no purple flowers though.
DW.
OMG hello.
Miritsu01 says I will find you them trust.
At Jamie Hay. Hi Jamie here. HELLLOS hello MJ.
Rickorion says LMAO
At Jamie
thanks bro
HII.
and try to.
Hi.
Hello MOKUUU. Saffron.
HAI.
HII. Hello.
Where's Starboy?
Hi boo boo. Saffron.
MJ playing Minecraft so real. Saffron.
I'm not here yet.
LMAO.
Is that a Minecraft server? Yes, Jamie. You can join. But wait at ISS. How? The Jamie it was created yesterday, LMAO. Bedrock version, latest version. I will send the IP and port of the server. Thank you. Al Hatham would definitely play Minecraft 24/7. I'll join real quick.
Hold on.
PLSS.
Real bro. Oh, Minecraft. Michelle, hi. Server, with 1,648,197. FMCS, cloud port 39,054. Michelle. Here, Jamie. Who?
HII.
He.
Thank you.
OMG, wait, can I join on PC? Yay. At Michelle, I am in your walls. Yes, bro. Join. Latest version Bedrock. At Michelle, think you can. I am coming, wait.
Server, with 1,648,197. FMCS. Cloud port,
Miritsu
39,054. Oh, Bedrock.
Rickorion
I am
says
JM
yeah. Miritsu01 says I think Java's better for mods. Rick Orion says other brothers are gonna join BTW. Rick Orion says Michelle and Jamie. Miritsu01 says okay. Eviolina says I built in creative today. Hi
I
Kaveh
don't
says
think
I don't
can
know them but
join.
cool. Eviolina says but I can't do roofs. Sob. Hi Kaveh says or I do and don't know. Miritsu01 says I thought we were gonna stay in survival. Eviolina says no we are. Eviolina says I was in my own world. Miritsu01 says oh.
No.
I can't. I'm with Huz at Beach. Can't you download BNed Rock? At your old editor, 49%, hell yeah.
Paimon also just downloaded Bedrock.
Wait AFK.
Its costs on PC.
My father likes him so far. Ed Michelier. I wanted to yesterday but realized I am broke RN. At Moku you know. At Moku UFR me too I'm so sad.
It's okay me.
At your local editor, 49%, I will one day.
Hello.
It's the KVHPFP. I swear. But I only played 2 times anyway, so I was just gonna be useless lol. At Moku ULMAOO the kebab curse. It's fine.
Download the bootleg 1JK.
Why is TikTok so sensitive and removes everything I write? At S exactly. Anyway, MJ Roblox stream when? 'Cause then I can join. At Michelle TT doesn't like S adhesive bandage.
Ye adhesive bandage, adhesive bandage.
Imagine Al Hatham playing Dressed to Impress. Just woke up. Ha ha ha. TT is #1 enemy. Good morning, y'all.
At Mookie's 4 Harks HELLOO.
I don't play Roblox MCHLMAO.
AFK.
Hi Char. Join.
Hi CHARXX.
At MJ then do. HII everyone. Server, Mc 1,648,197, FMCS, Cloud Port, 39,054.
Eviolina Vu says this lag WTF.
Hello all Hemtiham.
Hi Kaveh says server is cooked. Eviolina Vu says real.
Wait Elf3 me take picture and post the big sand hill.
I got up so fast, bro. HII. Is this what Al Haytham does when he's on day off?
Yes.
Charlie Bean 322 joined the
go.
game.
Thanks for the rose.
JMX0 says
to
chart.
study for math with
Huh?
me luck. Wish. I'm suffering currently.
You have been teleported to Miritsu01. Miritsu01
Moku, you
teleported
good luck,
Rick Orion to
poop.
Miritsu01. Miritsu01 says take the berries. Eviolina Vu says server hanging on by a thread. Miritsu01, set the time to 889,000. Miritsu01 says MJ you alive? Hi Kaveh says bro
I
fell
posted
asleep.
the hill on my
Rick Orion
story.
says sorry. Rick Orion says was AFK. Rick Orion says OMG thanks. Eviolina Vu says this is genuinely the worst lag I have ever. Eviolina Vu says is my PC the problem? Miritsu01 says not FR. Hi Kaveh says if this lag happens on the new server I'll cry.
At your local editor,
Rick Orion says, do
49%.
y'all
I
wanna
saw
go
your
to the
story,
new
you're
server?
SOOO pretty.
Eviolina Vu says new server? Rick Orion says Lalo made us our own.
I am so sad I can't join.
Miritsu01 says what new server? Rick Orion says with mods and she. Rick Orion says, love. Hi Kaveh says yeah. Eviolina Vu says oh that's cool. Rick Orion says really cool.
At Michelle Real
Miritsu01 says is
bandage.
Layla on. Eviolina Vu
One
says
day
but
maybe.
mods scare me and GLLOL. Hi Kaveh says I
At
spend the
Michelle
entire day working
FR.
on it.
Why can't I talk?
Eviolina Vu says some mods are so complicated, sweat. Miritsu01 says now return. Rick Orion says
Guys, download bootleg Minecraft JK.
Miritsu01 says don't eat all the berries.
Bet.
At MJ where? Low-key don't know. T-Lunger? At MJLMAO I wish.
JMX0 says FR.
I might kinda forgot my laptop's password.
Charlie Bean 322 says how do we
At
even
MJ
exist
only
with
allows J at VA. All less than 3. Might be a my laptop issue IDK.
Not
Rick
sure.
Orion.
I'm cooked. It does say bedrock, but like it doesn't let me. Just keep sending me to div sites.
Hi Kaveh was shot by skeleton. Hi Kaveh says MJ.
He got clocked by skeleton.
Hi Kaveh says I got something for you.
Why does it cost money
Rick
to change
Orion
my gamer
says
tag?
sorry. Rick Orion. Miritsu01 says
Don't hit
that
MJ.
sounds so threatening. Charlie. Rick Orion says OMG pretty. Rick Orion says
Lag.
thank you. Miritsu01 says yip. Hi Kaveh says ya 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 ya. Charlie Bean 322 says Ender Peral.
At Michelle, they want money.
Charlie Bean 320. Hi Kaveh says still no diamonds though. Charlie Bean 322 says and grass block. Miritsu01 says I'm in a lush cave if you wanna join me.
MJ streams are the best part of the week, less than 3.
Charlie Bean 322 says if we need to make a new world I could.
Wait Mayvei can download Bedrock version. Wish me luck.
Hi, I'm in the live now too.
Oh hi Michelle.
At Michelle wishing luck.
At LCYLAHI.
At Michelle, hope you can get it.
It's downloading. YIP. At Michelle, are you gonna join? Yeah.
Charlie Bean 322 says I got 2 wishes ready for Zillin and I may do commissions later,
Look for
but
us, bro.
thanks to
PPL.
Welkin I got 90 primos.
At Michelle, share your secrets.
Miritsu01 says I can't
Yay.
find any axolotls. Sad
At
face.
SLMAO, help yeah.
The server is RLY laggy. I'm just AFK now.
Eviolina Vu says I have 31k F2P primos saved for Al Haytham, plus 70 pity, I need to touch grass. Hi Kaveh says I just need Al Haytham's weapon. Miritsu01 says same.
Dang, that's a lot of pulls.
Miritsu01 says I got chlorides instead.
Am I early?
Eviolina Vu says, sob, I'm trying to save for C2.
I'm going for weapon and C1 hopefully.
At Ezra, D, yep. At Mokuyu, good luck.
At LCYLA, then good.
How'd I change my skin?
At Michelle profile.
At S thanks. At LCYLA or no dress NG room.
Miritsu01 says diamonds yet no axolotls. Charlie Bean
guaranteed and 50/50
322
weapon.
says Miritsu TP me I wanna try SMTH.
Wait, is that an Al Haytham skin?
Miritsu01
Now to
teleported
just
Charlie
get
Bean
pulls.
322 to Miritsu01.
At Paimon greater than, Evie Elena, absolutely.
At Paimon greater than, Evie Elena, yep, I'm the one with the Al Haytham skin.
Bro TikTok let me type.
He'll type in McChat.
Eviolina Vu says I have Kaveh skin.
My at the movies.
Eviolina Vu says everyone is Steve for me and though help. JMX0 says, 2. Miritsu01 says, oh, you need a turn of trust, only local
My
skins.
Eletham pillow is looking at me.
Miritsu01 says, in general. Eviolina says, OTYSM.
What?
Okay, how to join?
At LCYLAALHAITHAM pillow.
Miritsu01 says, I
Gonna
gotta
steal
eat,
that.
he'll be back later.
At S, it was so expensive, bro, it's official.
MJ, how'd I join?
Eviolina says, okay. Charlie Bean 322 says,
At
ALR.
Michelle, you gotta ask for the info. Server, MIP 1,648,197, FMCS, Cloud port, 39,054.
Sorry.
MJ, let's play on new server later though.
Huh?
Add HTHE address and port. Yeah, bro.
May he create. I want to too.
Is new server also on Bedrock? I love pasta.
At Paimon greater than Evie Elena, I think.
In the Servers tab, click on New Server and type in the info. Name doesn't matter.
Charlie Bean 322 says, as I was saying. Kind K00K join the game. Eviolina says hello. Charlie Bean 322 says, I am a make a furnace to make $2. Eviolina says,
I Minecraft.
Miritsu01 says, get for me. Eviolina says, Michelle. Eviolina says, hello. Miritsu01 left the game. Kind K00K says, hi. Eviolina says, Kaveh. Rick Orion says, hi. Rick Orion says, IS. Eviolina says, yep. Kind K00K says, that's my old name, ignore. Rick Orion says, nice. Rick Orion says, kook. Kind K00K says, it's based on Jungkook. Rick Orion says, Jungkook. Kind K00K says, yeah. Kind K00K says, haha.
Next place I plan on taking him
Rick
to for a
Orion
date
says,
is ice
called
skating
it.
IDK how to skate.
Now we got 2 kebab.
Hi Kaveh says, I regret not making my name Lsila. Kind
Do kebab.
K00K says,
The more merrier.
THX. Kind K00K says, why can't I see your skins though? Hi Kaveh says, game still lagging.
The baby zombie noises lol.
Eviolina says, you can change it in settings. Eviolina says, general. Hi Kaveh says, you gotta turn trusted skins off. Kind K00K says, ah. Eviolina says Lemmy reelig. Hi Kaveh says then rejoin.
Adelie, I swear I'm going crazy. I want to kill it.
Burr.
Eviolina left the game. Kind K00K left the game. Eviolina. Charlie Bean 322 says no. Charlie Bean 322 says the baby. Kind K00K joined the game. Kind K00K says now it works. Hi Kaveh says yai. Eviolina says we have 2 kebab. Rick Orion says LMAO. JMX0 has changed their skin. Charlie Bean 322 says baby axolotl. Hi Cap.
WHO
Hi
had a
Kaveh
kid.
says N1MJ. Eviolina says re. Eviolina says the parrot is Muruk. Kind K00K says yeah MJ you look special. Rick Orion says that. Eviolina says MJ looks nice. Rick Orion says thank you, love. Hi Kaveh says MJ is noob hacker pro AHH. Eviolina says Hadges. Kind K00K says haha. Eviolina says cute.
The narration is taking me out.
Hi Kaveh.
Did I miss any MSGS?
Eve-
Sorry, I was AFK.
Nope, it's alright, hard hands.
It's okay.
Thanks.
Rick Orion says did I miss something? Rick Orion.
Burr.
Kind K00K said. Rick Orion says
Sure.
wow. Rick Orion.
Brr.
Kind K00K says stop.
Bodo
Kind
Brown is abandoned.
K00K says don't call me that. Kind K00K says I wish I could change my user /3.
And it actually works.
Kind K00K says I don't want to pay money for it. Charlie Bean 322 says yeah I'm taking a photo of that. Rick Orion says he. Hi Kaveh says wait let me SSS. Hi Kaveh says making it my banner. Kind K00K says ah. Eviolina says that's so cute.
KVH and Al hate them in
Rick
a boat.
Orion says yeah.
What shall they do?
Charlie Bean 322 says that's so LBTQ. Get it?
At Moku U in a boat on the ground.
Kind K00K says oh my god. Hi Kaveh says stop. Kind K00K says get a Sino skin I swear. Rick Orion says LMAOO. Rick Orion. Hi Kaveh says we probably have a 20-year gap. Rick Orion says Kind K00K says what? Charlie Bean 322 says dog what? Eviolina says skull. Kind K00K says WDYM by that. Hi Kaveh says BC. Rick Orion. Eviolina says I got a trident. Hi Kaveh was slain by Rick Orion says LMAOO. Kind K00K says. Rick Orion Eviolina says oops. Rick Orion says
I can't reply to you. But yes.
LMAO not them paddling on the sand. LMAOO. TT isn't letting me.
It's so funny I can't.
Eviolina says the trident is
Why am
hanging
I
on by a
peacefully
thread.
watching the stream? KSKS.
At Ezra, D, same.
Eviolina says this is so funny.
Beautiful.
Work of art.
I never thought I would see that.
Ayu.
Rick Orion says finally. Rick Orion says they're free. Charlie Bean 322
Masterpiece.
says and they set off. Charlie Bean 322 says and then we'll get murdered.
And they're gone.
Eviolina says back to Sumuru. Hi.
You Saffron is here.
I am here competing, giving likes, and keeping my second PLACE adhesive bandage.
LMAO. Yeah, I've been here for a while now.
At Olivia, I'm coming to get you, bro.
At Saffron, HKVHCNII didn't notice.
Rick Orion says why do you sleep
No,
like
so
that?
that's you.
I'm not even on the
Eviolina
list.
says I don't know. Rick Orion says it's so funny. Eviolina says we about to drop dead. Charlie Bean 322 says in my Dria Yamamema Aams.
The pose.
Anyone else want to join?
Hi Kaveh says
LMAO,
how
is
is
that
it
a
even
funeral
lagging
home?
SM when I'm on PC? Eviolina says honk me. Rick Orion says wanna go to the new server? Kind KZ. Eviolina says sure.
At
Kaveh
MJ, I
says
wish
sure.
I would.
Kind K00K says oh new server? Charlie Bean 322 says sure. Rick Orion says Kind K's
Nah, my licks aren't registering anymore. At LEVI skill issue.
Okay, bye guys, I'm going to study.
Port 58,153.
What is that?
At Moku you buy.
Okay, Moku lesson 3.
I am hearing an ad. At Moku you buy. At Moku you study well.
Hi Kaveh says
At Moku you buy.
Who's watching anime?
The ad.
At Ezra, D, see you smarty.
Oops. LMAO. At Moku you see you soon.
HVE fun.
Server is on.
What are you watching? Gold.
IALMSOT died LMAO.
Thankfully I left before I did.
I am gonna go to my crib now.
ALMSOT?
LMAOO.
LMAO.
Okay, Saffron sleep. 3.
What did it say? Face with open eyes and hand over mouth. 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 Face with open eyes and hand over mouth.
I'll rejoin later around morning LMAO. Sternenjung. Port 58,153.
At Saffron, HKVHCNI good night. Who said anything about sleeping?
Is that Starboy I see?
With open eyes and hands over mouth face.
MJ.
That Jamie just joking smiley face.
At Saffron, HKVHCNIO. At Starboy Father.
Face with open eyes and hand over mouth. Mana NVM gotta walk the dog.
What's the ID thingy not port? I am not sleeping lol, I just feel like lying down.
I think I am joining the new server. At Starboy no.
I need port and id.
Okay, Starboy lesson 3. I am in the server. Lesson 3. See you in an hour or some. See ya.
What is this?
I want to join.
At Starboy see you.
Less than 3. They didn't come join.
Bedrock latest version.
What's the server address? MJ, can you put info on screen?
At MJ, what's the id and port? Ta-ta Starbot.
It doesn't let me type.
Ta-da.
PBC.
Nah.
My keyboard sucks.
I'm going home.
Thank you for downloading MR Crayfish S Furniture
what are
add-on.
THEYNDOIGN?
Add-on created by Poopy 200 Mine. Original. Hi Cap.
That shift warning. Get it, get it.
My shift.
Eviolina Vuset.
I'll hit them.
It happens same to me, lol.
Rick Orion says
It says
this
incorrect.
is so funny. Eviolina Vuses. You have been teleported to 883.50,
I'll hate them.
169.00, 1253.50. You have been teleported to 883.50, 169.00, 1253.50.
Al Haytham's dream.
You have been teleported to 883.50,
Haytham's dreams
169.00, 1253.50. You have been teleported to 883.50, 169.00,
At Michelle LMAOI was
1253.50.
gone, say that.
You have been teleported to 892.50, 169.00, 1253.50. Rick Orion said. You have been teleported to 889.50, 82.00, 1254.50.
Flowers.
I am still loading. Flare.
It's so much space to download, sorry.
NAHH, thank you, Layla.
The legs.
Hi Cav.
OMG, so cute.
Hi Cav.
Oh.
Bubbles.
Cute.
Bubblies. More bubble.
I thought we were going to play in a normal world. I'm confused.
Purple bed supremacy.
It lags so bad, oh my god.
Why does it says bubblies?
Is that a bubble wand?
At Michelle, that's just your PC or something. For me, it's fine.
Please.
Did we move on to a new server?
I love the chocolate bubblies.
At Crack Baby, yes.
Bubble.
Yeah, bro. Ah.
Eviolina says Ways Tones. Plus Charlie Bean
I'll be
322.
back. I'm heading home.
Eviolina says I'm getting QSMP flashbacks.
Okay.
I want a stream of just rainbows and bubbles one day.
BU, BU, BU.
My PC is good help.
Usually. NAHHWHO took my second place. Currently in the park in the middle of the night.
Mine is not laggy.
At Saffron, HKVHCNI, that would be perfect.
Ayo.
Why am I 4?
Dash kind K00K. Hi Kaveh says it took me so long to make this all.
I
Cross.
am gonna be first.
At Ezra, D. I love, love, love bubbles.
Ricker
Like still frozen.
plus kind K00K.
At Saffron, HKVHCNI same.
No, my legs are
Eviolina
still
says,
not
"Where did you get?"
registering.
You'll never be first. At I am coming for you.
Haha. No, my legs froze.
Evi
Sami.
When my likes DEFROZE, I'll be one.
How dare you steal my crown?
Char plus
Now that
Miritsu
Gandhi-
01. Charlie Bean 322 says my beefy PC isn't being beefy RN.
We'll see.
My precious crown.
My likes just froze too.
H-A-H-A-H-H-A.
Huh.
Miritsu 01 says guys what do I press?
Take that, Stealer.
Kind K00.
No.
Rick Orion says
I still got a chance.
My precious. 3.
Charlie Bean 3. Rick Orion said
No.
Hi Kaveh says Nuu. Kind K00K says NVM what?
I am gonna take that delicious
Hi
crown.
Kaveh says wait IGTGAFK for a sec.
Meh.
Huh.
Charlie Bean 322
No.
fell from a high place.
Hope it's crunchy.
Miritsu 01 says holy lag. Eviolina says my lag is okay.
My crown sad face.
My likes are still frozen
Eviolina has
dang.
reached the goal. Don't wild carrots.
No Ezra PLA stop,
I
I want the crown.
I tried reloading it.
This
Dash
crown is
con
mine.
K00K. Charlie Bean 322 says I think this has the mod texture pack.
For now. I miss Starboy.
Fighting for the crown.
Ezra PLS, you are scaring me.
At MJ, he's gonna come back soon. At MJ, we KNOW adhesive bandage. He'll be back.
Miritsu01 says I'm actually lagging so hard it's worse than MJS server.
At LEVI, don't be scared. Maybe.
Eviolina says it's probably because of the mods. Hi Kaveh says for me there's no lag. Rick Orion says should we go back or? Eviolina says but I'm not really lagging. Charlie Bean 322 says we look cozy.
Dennis, if you take the crown, please be careful with it.
My victory is slowly fading.
Miritsu01 says I can't even turn around.
At Saffron, HKVHCNII will DW.
Bubbles hee hee.
Rick Orion says maybe.
At S that's good. 3.
Eviolina says what?
Bubbly says.
Eviolina says why are there anime girls? Dash Miritsu01.
I want to eat the flowers.
I
Rick
love
Orion
bubbles.
says what? Eviolina plus
girls?
kind K00.
Hello?
Eviolina
Anime girls wear.
Rick Orion says Charlie Bean. Rick Orion says bro.
I want
Rick
the
Orion
world to be
says that
filled with
sounds-
bubbles and rainbows and unicorns and
Eviolina
ponies.
says you can tame women, help me.
Oh.
Charlie Bean 322 says she looks like that.
You contain woman?
At
Rick
Saffron,
Orion says
HKVHCNI
Charlie
and
Bean
flowers.
322 says she looks like
It still doesn't work.
Eviolina
At Saffron,
says MJ tamed a
HKVHCNI,
woman.
that's beautiful. At S, yes. Definitely flowers.
At LEVILMAOO.
Eviolina says whoa.
Don't hit her.
In a weird way. Ezra, stop PLS.
Hi Kaveh says he'll play in a minuet guys.
No. No MJ.
She killed you.
How could this be? How dare she?
Eviolina says MJ.
Wait, how are you above me?
Rick Orion says my wife killed me.
Haha.
Rick Orion says You have been teleported to 889.50, 82.00, 1254.50. Charlie Bean 322 says they got boobas. Crying. Rick Orion says yes. Charlie Bean 322 says wait that's.
Let's get down to business.
He'll turn into that Nahida streamer laughing.
Charlie Bean 322
Oh, that-
says that's Noor. I think that's how you spell her name, from Spy X Family. Charlie Bean 322 says I watched that once. Kind K00K says IT works now FR. Eviolina says help MJ or wife is following me. Charlie Bean 322 says Yor or Noor.
Ezra PLA don't make me fifth
Kaveh
place.
says it's an animachara mod LOL. Charlie Bean 322 says my stupid AHH forgot. Rick Orion says my wife. Rick Orion says killed me. Rick Orion says that's okay though.
I am coming for US.
Eviolina
I will
says
remember
puppy yacht.
this.
IDK, where the hell is my place? Saffron.
Hi Kaveh says MJ cheating on Starboy.
Edes, I will let you take the crown. Ha.
Rick Orion says no. Charlie Bean 322 says hell.
Take care of it. I will come for that crown.
Kind K0. Hi Kaveh says
At Saffron, HKVHCNII, I love you Saffron.
Rick
Edes, I love you.
At LEVI,
Rick
alright,
Orion
I'm
says
waiting.
cute.
I mean
Rick
bubbles.
Orion says you reading.
Lesson 3-3.
Charlie Bean 322 says I got. Charlie Bean 322 says A. Hi Kaveh said. Rick Orion says my wife.
Let's get down to business.
Kind K00K says is that Gene? Eviolina says. Rick Orion says where? Charlie Bean 322 fell from a high place. Rick Orion says, Kind K00K has reached the goal. Sad days. Eviolina says I domesticated it. Rick Orion says you stole my wife? Charlie Bean 322 says OMG. Charlie Bean 322 says OMG. Rick Orion says I taught you my bro. Charlie Bean
Ingamong Deng.
Eviolina says I don't want you our wife.
MJ?
Eviolina says holy it's Barbara.
MH? Not Alhi them's cape wagging like a tail. You okay? He. Girl, yes.
I miss Starboy.
Kind K00K
Bro, what
says what?
expressions?
Kind
He got
K00K
two
says I
tails.
need. Charlie
No.
Bean 322 says
I'll
Gene.
be back.
Eviolina says how do I kill the wife? Charlie Bean 322 says don't make me lose my 5050. Kind K00K says how?
DW Starbot is taking care of the kids.
Eviolina says I want to get rid of her.
Ah,
WHT is that?
he's taking care of Frey and Marty Trust.
Kind K00K says Kaveh. Hi Kaveh says that's my wife. Kind K00K says how does it work? Charlie Bean 322 says bro. Charlie Bean 322 says this cat. Hi Kaveh says you gotta get apples and find him.
Actually, wait, I miss Frey.
Hi Kaveh says sadly they don't have I'll hate them. Eviolina says genuinely how do I get rid of this woman?
FR.
Rick Orion says LMAOOO. Rick Orion says she's your prob now.
What's the server?
Let's get down to business.
Eviolina says help me. Rick Orion
Where
says
is my
sleep
dear
with one eye
twin
open.
sad face?
Eviolina says
Frey
PLS.
is so cool.
Eviolina says I'm gonna try to drown.
Why does it talk like that?
Charlie Bean 322 says I wonder if
LMAOO.
Zillinen is in here. Charlie Bean 322 says I am a go look. Charlie Bean 322 says she lone N. Eviolina. Rick Orion says WTF who is this?
IGTG. See you.
Rick Orion
What's the mod
says
for the
find
skin?
SHYT.
OMGG bye bro.
Let's get down
See
to
you, lesson
business.
See you.
TONPI Dunno. CUX. EZ.
Hi.
IDDNT make a server.
X-ray, X-ray.
It looks nice.
You got a fox yet?
OMG. Nah.
I got a wife though.
So sad we can't make Chet our pet.
Charlie Bean 322
What?
is sleeping in a bed. To skip to dawn.
That is concerning.
It's Xylonin.
Not a cheetah.
Oh yay.
Eviolina says sleep. Rick Orion says sleep. Rick Orion
What are
says
these
I
random
got an
emojis
ed.
I am finding?
Rick. Kind K00K was slain by Kaveh. Hi Kaveh says hell. Kind K00K says why. Kind K00K says get your wife under control. Eviolina says we need 2 more ppl to sleep. Rickarai. Charlie Bean 322 says sleep. Charlie Bean 320.
Yes.
This bed is occupied. This bed is occupied. Hi Kaveh died.
Yes. Look out.
Eviolina says what is the cat doing to me?
I'm scared.
Hi Kaveh says where's my wife?
I am still frozen, gang.
My crown.
Kind
Call me Elsa.
K00K says oh my god. Hi Kaveh says bing bong der man ista. Charlie Bean 322 says
Huh.
It's a good thing you got a wife. I lost mine in Nidlan.
LMAO.
My CRWN.
Kind K00K says.
Saffron did it. I keep losing members of my
Hi
family
Kaveh
members.
says bro.
Yeah, I only let you borrow it.
Hi Kaveh says these Kavehs are fighting. Kind K00K says mine won.
You seen Kale's fresh out of jail, Uncle Sino?
Unknown
Sure,
was
just
slain
wait
by
till I am
Kaveh.
unfrozen.
That's okay, I gotta go anyway, my GF is calling me.
He's lost too.
Hi Kaveh says why does you are cop?
Edes bye bye.
OHEA, he is still doing community service. Bye bye S lesson 3. Bye.
I'll come back.
Hi Kaveh says why. Charlie B.
See you.
Tell your GRI said hi.
Charlie Bean 322 fell from a high place. Hi Kaveh says should I ask my friend to go on? Hi Kaveh says she mostly only speaks German. Kind K00K says not a.
QD patooties.
Hi Kaveh says yeah. Rickarian says it's fine bro. Rickarian says. Hi Kaveh says he'll go call her. Rickarian says
whoa.
oh my.
On stream.
NAHH.
Rickarian says
way.
they just. Rickarian says made a baby. Hi Kaveh says give me a sec guys. Kind K00K says who?
Cat Jr. on stream.
Rick Orion says Ocelot. Kind K00K says
Mom, where do babies come from? I watched it on a stream one day.
OML.
Charlie Bean 322 has reached the goal, Stone Age. Kind K00K says that's my cat. Rick Orion says oh. Rick Orion says LMAO.
CATSS.
Rick Orion says my fish.
Let's get down to business.
Rick Orion. Kind
Their greed
K00K
sickens
says
me.
feed the other one.
They so cutie.
Rick Orion says oh my GD. Charlie
They
Bean
purr.
322 has reached the goal, benchmarking.
This reminds me of a dream I had where I had kids with
Charlie Bean
Tinari.
322 says
I take it back. At Tinari_Forest Watcher L like me when you.
Charlie Bean 322 says that's weird. Charlie Bean 322 says you can craft women but Kind K00K says oh.
What?
Stop making babies.
Rick Orion says LMAO. Charlie Bean 322 says and Razor.
Seer zero what?
Charlie Bean 322 says and
Bubbles.
Kirera. Charlie Bean
You heard
322
me.
says and Xiao. Wolf was slain by Ichika Nakano. Charlie
Blaze.
Bean 322 has reached the goal, getting an upgrade. Eviolina says what?
Maidens be crazy.
Eviolina says don't tell me that was my dig. Eviolina says dog. Hi Kaveh says my friend isn't
Lol.
picking up. Eviolina says okay no it's alive.
It's 3 a.m. here. What time is it for you guys?
It's obviously gonna be puppies, not kittens.
Four a.m.
Nine p.m.
Damn MJ, go sleep.
And you're playing Minecraft
Charlie
at 4
Bean
a.m.?
320.
Yes. Hee hee.
MJ.
Dash Charlie Bean 322. Plus Charlie Bean 322.
I am glad I drank coffee now though. Poop at night.
Rick Orion says no. Charlie Bean 322 was blown up by Creeper. Kind K00K says Cat Army. Hi Kaveh says my friend isn't replying, I'm gonna cry. Rick Orion says
I want to
Charlie
make
Bean
kids with Kinari.
322 says guys.
Huh.
Please don't.
Stop.
Eviolinovo has reached the goal.
It's gonna be bugs
Acquire
anyway.
hardware.
Get some help.
Charlie Bean 322 says AFK. Eviolinovo says genuinely, how do I divorce my wife? Kind K00K has reached the goal. Don't wild carrots. Hi Kaveh has reached the
Why
goal.
won't you let me simp over
Stone
Kinari?
Age.
Not
Eviolinovo
MJ
says send
making a
help.
car army.
Eviolino.
Guys, do you think you'll get in trouble later?
Rick Orion says need more fish.
At Saffron, HKVHCNI, not unless you don't get caught. Why the hell mewing?
I miss Starboy.
Eviolinovo says someone commit murder on my wife.
You're cheating on him.
Sigh, we know MJ. At LEVI I am beside my grandmother.
LMAO. At Saffron, HKVHCNIO.
At MJ Hill, be back soon.
At LEVIIM cooked errand I? Adhesive bandage.
Ev-
You already said that before less than 3.
Charlie Bean 322 says I fell up my stairs and my knee is BL33 ding. Charlie Bean 322
At MJ,
says it
no
hurts.
worries.
Eviolinovo says are you okay?
At Saffron, HKVHCNI, and let's do sneak into your room and pretend to sleep like I am.
Unknown was slain by Charlie Bean 322. Eviolinovo says thank you.
LEVIAM in my room.
Charlie
I
Bean
don't own a room
322
by
says I am the
myself.
wife collector. Charlie Bean 322 says and killer. Eviolinovo says I got my wife's soul. Kind K00K is sleeping in a bed. To skip to dawn, 4
Trust
more
survival find
users
its love
need
here.
to sleep in beds at the
I
same
shared with
time.
other people.
Charlie Bean 320.
Crazy Cat Al Hatham. Hi.
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 Hi Kaveh.
IH.
HIIOMGZ. Hi.
Hi.
Charlie Bean
Hello.
322 says why is
Hello,
there two
Z.
Kavehs watching me sleep?
Are you still married to MJ?
How are you guys? Yes.
Not very well. I bought MJ a Lamborghini. Yes.
I crashed it.
Charlie Bean 322
What's
says
wrong,
oh.
Saffron?
Eviolina Vu says why is Kaveh on top of me?
My likes are
Charlie Bean
frozen and I am
322 was slain
waiting
by
so
Kaveh.
I can take her
Con
over the ground.
K00K says my dream.
It's okay,
Eviolina
I'll
Vu
buy
says
you
okay,
another
he's
one.
gone.
Only think just the fact that you got my parents divorced.
Charlie
GG.
Bean 322 hit the ground too hard. Eviolina Vu says someone tamed every single Kaveh WTF.
Go away, adhesive bandage.
Con K00K says we can have more than one wife.
No,
Rick Orion says wow.
I'm going to go adopt you.
Con K00K says my new mission. Charlie Bean
I am grieving so
322
much that you
says
did the same thing in my
OMG.
dream.
LMAOO.
No, no, no. No.
Never.
Charlie Bean 322 says help.
Come here, child.
Get away from me.
Stranger.
Stranger danger.
Shoot.
You're gonna be a good child.
Guys. LMAO. Why is chat allowed to say so many freaky stuff but I'm not? This person wants to kidnap me.
Pepper sprays saffron. Mom.
Con K00K says oh my god.
Help.
Eviolina Vu says it's a sleeping Kaveh.
Drag
NPCS can
Saffron
sleep.
into van.
Hi Kaveh says I
Why
tamed
you're
every
on your
Kaveh.
own?
Con K00K says what? Con K00K says share some.
Stop it.
Crashes van into ocean.
Hi Kaveh says there's a Kaveh spawner.
Teddy. WTF.
Charlie
Tadake.
IGTG, I need to eat. Tada KL Hatham.
Okay, Z. Nice day.
Tada KMJ.
Charlie
That's good now,
Concave.
shoo.
Bye.
SWEUULA Fed.
Bye bye.
Tada K for your rights.
Con Hi Kaveh says showing my gyat. Eviolina Vu says what the hell? Kind K00K says oh my god. Charlie Bean 322 says Kaveh is staring at M. Charlie Bean 322 says me.
Wait, there are two of him.
Eviolina Vu says
know, like
don't
Z.
sex in the Minecraft server.
They heard me.
Charlie Bean 322 was slain by Kaveh. Hi.
Huz bought me ice cream.
Rick Orion says is that a child?
Is the blonde architects not allowed in chat?
I can't say his name.
kebab. Why are there boobs in Minecraft?
Why?
LMAOIDK.
Charlie Bean 322 says MJ you forgot a cat. Hi Kaveh says the amount
The
of
ghast
cavies I have
update.
buy.
Who is collecting kebabs?
Why so many people following you?
Rick Ryan says Bido.
Me.
At LEVI I am proud.
Charlie Bean 322 says Bido.
Why is his name not allowed?
Feed my desires.
Charlie Bean 322 was slain by Kaveh. Eviolinovo has reached the goal, Stone Age.
Is this an apocalypse? Why does that look scary?
At Tinari_Forest Watcher not allowed? Like TV girl?
Hi Kaveh says is anyone actually playing without collecting wives? Kind K00K says I used to.
At your
Rick
local
Ryan
editor,
says no.
49%.
Charlie
pardon.
Bean 322 says I just got a wife.
TVGIRL.
Eviolinovo says I am going to build a house. Charlie Bean 322 says a random Kaveh.
At LEVIV. So many kebab. At LEVI, hey.
Stop, why are they actually so scary?
Al Haytham what?
LMAO.
On.
Hi.
LMAO.
Is this some sort of trafficking?
Yes.
WHAAT. WTH.
We are going to steal the moon. LMAO.
What is this? What is trafficking?
Hee hee. Minions TONIGJT, we will steal the moon.
Kind K00K says how do make them sit. Charlie Bean 322 says OMG. Charlie Bean
At
322
Saffron,
says Yellen.
HKVHCNI
Hi, Kaveh says
shush,
sneak
it's
and right
okay,
click.
you don't need to know adhesive
Kind
bandage.
K00K says THX.
Mob.
But why?
Mob.
Hey.
Shish.
I just
Charlie
realized
Bean
he's a mob.
322 says Charlotte.
Is trafficking not
Charlie
about
Bean
traffic
322
lights?
says Charlotte.
It's the kebab apocalypse.
What mob is he?
Sigh.
No idea. Where is Yamab?
I adhesive bandage kebab.
Charlie Bean 322 says I found 2 nether portals. Hi Kaveh says my friend still isn't replying, I hate her. Charlie Bean 322 says what if her device is dead? Charlie Bean 322 has
Hey, hi,
reached the
MJ.
goal. Ice Bucket
Father.
Challenge. Hi Kaveh says the messages are sending. Rick Orion says look at all my wives. Hi Kaveh says she Eviolinovo has reached the goal. Benchmarking.
I saw him. Grand.
Hi. I found a game of Scotland Yard outside.
Beto.
Starboy. See, I told you he would be back, MJ.
Hi Starboy and hi chat. What's that? What's the add-on called?
Hi, babe and others.
Father Z Pepper sprayed me.
LMAO.
At Saffron, HKVHC and
Eviolinovo
I
has
oh my
reached the goal.
days.
Getting an upgrade.
What's Scotland Yard?
Starbuck, you took so long. MJ was practically dying on how much she missed you.
At Starboy. Levi stop lying.
And MJ, it's a game of IDK, how to explain?
I got witnesses.
Boo.
Charlie Bean 322 says they did Charlotte so dirty. Kind K00K has reached the goal. Benchmarking.
I believe Levi.
Add Tinari shocked face.
Why so many?
Because. Stop starving YHRM.
At Uki's 4 hearts.
So many? More like not enough. Whoa, kitty.
Can you leash Kaveh?
I love kitties.
What?
I will try.
What? I am interested, I might stay a bit longer.
First you made a baby cat on stream, now you're trying to leash kebab?
We got Ito in chat.
So,
That was an accident. The one and only.
Baby cats.
you made 3.
Baby cats.
I ring bot.
3 accidents. Think not.
At MJ, hey, no, don't call them that.
That's what my mother called me.
Rick Orion says what happened?
NAHH.
Eviolina says war. Kind K00K says war. Eviolina says LOL.
Are you
Rick
gonna leash
Orion says he'll do
KABEH
it.
already?
Bro got Kevin in there.
Hi Kaveh says you can't hit them if you tamed them.
So many kebabs. He's sitting. IEP, but at the same time I no wanna mimi me. Why are some of them sitting?
Unknown was slain by Kaveh. Kind K00K says MJ. Rick Orion says OMG. Kind
No idea.
The mods confuse me. The way they attacked.
Charlie Bean 322 hit the ground too hard. Rick Orion says my army
You
of
got
wives.
Wallace? Wives is crazy.
Those are my daughters.
LMAO.
Hi Kaveh says I'm making a huge house, guys.
I don't believe you.
That's crazy. I'm gonna call Sino on Ira.
Charlie Bean 3.
Kidia.
Rick Orion says TF is this. Rick Orion says kinda wanna go back
I
to
dabble
old
in this
server
content.
to improve base first. Rick Orion says before coming back here.
I agree, MJ.
Rick Orion says yet.
I think Kaveh is supposed to be wolf.
Rick Orion said.
I hope you both never appear
Kind
in my dreams
K00K says
again.
I need a bigger house for my Kaves. Rick Orion says we can come back here.
I will
Eviolina
know.
says fine for M.
Can I appear in your
Eviolina
dreams?
says me.
You always do.
Kind
Please don't
K00K
star
says
boy.
same. Rick Orion says but you pick. Hi Kaveh says he'll stay on here RN to finish the house but you guys can go. Charlie Bean
No,
322
Ito, sorry, but I like
says
unicorns more than
ALR.
Oni.
Rick Orion says
Edito,
alright
don't let me
brothers.
Hoyo nerf you.
Hi Kaveh says we
Who
can
are the
just
ones
stay
that
on
aren't
both LOL.
CHR?
Rick Orion says how?
At Saffron, HKVHCNI what? What's wrong with Onus?
And Layla.
Ito, you were the best character in the last event.
Cook is Michelle.
Charlie.
Paimon is Evie.
Hi
Upaimon. Ito's is amazing.
Rick Orion says oh yeah.
Do I see my daughter?
Rick Orion says that works. Love.
I'm really hoping that's not
Rick
Colin.
Orion says Imma turn on the old one.
At Ito, it's not that anything is wrong, I just like unicorns more. Live laugh Ito.
I am Cook.
Not Kale.
At MJ Paimon mentioned.
Thank Kusanali.
That's Cole. Me. At Starboy Paimon mentioned.
At Saffron, HKVHCNI no. At Paimon greater than Evie Elena High Paimon. 3.
My cat has gone missing. Wait.
Missing. At Saffron, HKVHCNI hey less than 3. Do I see my name RN?
At Paimon greater than Evie Elena High less than 3.
Nakamio. That's the name of the server.
When did that happen?
The start. HII.
Today? I want to find my wifey. No yester F day.
But I want to stay too.
Hi bro.
Hello, Koi. Hi, Koi.
I didn't notice that.
Hey.
I miss my wifey Hatham, I miss her a lot.
Sorry guys, I am back. Did you miss me?
Charlie Bean 320. Eviolina says Helco.
Of course, Ito hard hands.
Charlie.
Very much. Yes, we missed you, Ito.
Rick Orion says I'm gonna make a cow farm.
Not at all,
Rick
Ito.
Orion says or pig I don't know.
I missed all you guys too.
What?
Let's get down to business.
Charlie Bean 322 says
Just
we should build
Starbuck.
the house on water.
I missed all you except Starboy.
Charlie Bean 322
JK, a bro
says so
just
we
knows.
have.
But
But. Now you enlist.
Rick Orion says yes. Rick Orion says it's cool too. Rick Orion says IMM get the farm though.
I am also on a wanted
Rick
list,
Orion
so I am
says
on
we
many
need
lists.
Rick Orion. Charlie Bean 322 says IMA get materials. Eviolina
Corny.
says I have a lot of jungle wood. Eviolina says do you?
Wah.
Peppy C.
Charlie Bean 322 is sleeping in a bed. To skip to dawn,
Pippi
2 more
C.
users need to sleep in
What
beds at
happens
the
to
same
someone's
time.
soul before the person is born?
Eviolina says who do I give?
Ito, you're on my list of people I'm tracking down. Evaporation.
That one movie named Soul.
Why, what did I do?
But why evaporation?
Eviolina says okay, who wants the wood?
You didn't do anything bad.
Rick Orion says LMAO.
That doesn't make any sense.
Then why is REUTRACKIJG me? Because we are 72% liquid.
Evaporation is like going away though?
Charlie Bean 322 says 3 stacks and 60 wood. Eviolina says. Eviolina
Wait, I
says
think I am tripping.
Rick Orion says I'm flattening the sand. Eviolina says I'll go mine.
The caffeine finally got me. He'll be back.
I'm trying my best to act plain, but TikTok won't allow me.
Okay, Starboy less than 3.
He'll miss you, Starboy bro. Sant miss him too much again.
Impossible.
I am tracking you down, BC. I want you in my teapot. And more.
Huh.
I am gonna sleep when this live ends, trust.
ASMR.
MJ lives never end, bro.
Charlie
At
Bean
Saffron,
320.
HKVHCNI, I'll miss you.
LMAO.
Music to my ears after Sino Zing.
Yelling. Edito, maybe I'll dream of you, maybe.
Hey,
That sand looks edible.
Helia.
YELIH.
At Saffron, HKVHCNIOMG, really?
He.
how's everyone?
Edito, yeah.
Hi.
At Ito, yeah.
Charlie Bean 322 says hi Yelia.
Good, good.
I am doing fantastic WJAT about you, Yulia.
Reel it out.
I am always real.
I'm doing great. I'm procrastinating, as usual lol.
The realist. At Yulia I got virtually pepper sprayed and kidnapped. Based. I didn't anyways, it's pointless to explain stuff to you.
Saffron, are you okay?
No. Ouch.
Oh.
You don't need a shovel to gent sand.
It's faster.
But gent.
You're so cute.
LMAO.
Thank you.
It's sand. I learned something very valuable today though.
What's Al Hatham doing playing Minecraft?
At Axel he quit Akademias.
This my side job.
Yeah. Now he's broke.
At Tinari_Forest Watcher, no
Charlie
way.
Bean 322 says I just
Always run away
realized.
from strangers and I know no trust Z.
Charlie
But he
Bean
has to keep
322
the
says I
house
made
to
it like
keep the
5%
architect.
bigger.
Haha. I hope you're okay, Saf.
Tainari, you live in Iraq.
Ooh, I like that nickname.
Zero nah.
Alright, you're safe now.
Eviolina
Saf
says I have
sounds like a
almost
cool
3
person
stacks
name.
of stone. Is
3.
that enough? Charlie Bean 322 says yes. Rick Orion says yeah brew.
Yay.
Eviolina says he'll put it in
Yay.
the everyone chest. Rick Orion.
He. Hello.
What are you guys gonna build? Kaba Utopia.
Let's
Making
get
the
down to
base better now.
business.
What is this game?
Mr. Ninja.
I see. Sternenjung. He's back, MJ.
Yes.
Badge. CMJ, that wasn't so bad. Yes, it was.
What was?
But like, OSNS.
What?
Pat.
What?
OSCS.
What does that mean? What was though?
A cry for help. At Saffron, HKVHCNI on some chill she.
LMAO. What?
Eviolina who says this is so chill, I love it. Rick Orion says yeah. Rick Orion says the music too. Eviolina.
Okay. 3.
Rick Orion says Kenzo might join later. Rick Orion says he said he's studying. Eviolina
My
who
badge.
says oh.
Ito don't comment. Ah shucks.
Lingaguli.
Revoked. Comment on what?
Badge.
Why?
Badge.
Ah.
You got number 2 now, Ito.
Charlie Bean 322 says I need more wood. Eviolina who says okay.
You're not gonna take my number 1, are you?
Eviolina who says he'll get.
No, I don't even know how badges work. Badge.
What is badge?
Why won't TT let me send the fly emoji lol?
The no thing.
Like a gift or badge. Ooh.
Basically, the more you comment or gift, it will give you badge.
I want it back.
Hey.
Wait for me.
Eviolina who says my axe broke lol.
I am number he. You're right, Starboy.
I am number 1.
Sometimes it looks like Alhaitham has a tail.
Thank you, Starboy. No problem, Starboy.
What? What? Boy Star. LMAO.
Bro's thanking himself.
His cloak makes it look like he has a tail.
Algorithm.
Starboy mentioning furries again.
ALFURRYTHAM.
I don't FW furries, but hear me out on out here.
At Tinary_Forest Watcher. Brutally started W the tail. LMAOO.
What?
Lily was Aldo looking at TGST. Stop it, MJ. Didn't end well.
At LEVI?
Charlie Bean 322 was slain by zombie.
Damn, I really need to start typing properly.
Rick Orion says wow. Rick Orion says this looks good. Rick Orion says Waterhouse. Rick Orion says I'm gonna KMS. Charlie Bean 322 says don't.
I want more caffeine.
Rick Orion says CN you kill me. Rick Orion says thank you.
Starboy.
Caffeine not for you. I just want to join the convo.
Saffron drank coffee.
Yes.
Oh.
No. Sigh. TikTok, let me speak. Saffron, you don't need that.
Eviolinova was
I
slain by
sorry,
zombie.
sad face.
Disappointed noises.
What's up, Zir? LMAO.
I no do it ever again, I swear.
Zir getting muted by TT.
Jay,
I promise. Me?
Saffron.
guys, it's 0.
Drink milk and put a
Eviolinova
drop
was
of
shot by
coffee.
skeleton.
My bad. Sorry. At Yulia NP.
It was nice while it lasted, sigh.
I need coffee. I want candy.
MJ, do you remember when I used to be muted? What? Yeah, LMAO.
Wowie.
I will take you to the candy shop. Me too. Anyone want me to pick up a coffee for them? I'm getting a nice caramel macchiato.
Can I get coffee candy or something?
Am I muted?
Ayo Levi.
Let me get a.
Whopper. No, we can see your comments. At Saffron, HKVHCNIU don't need coffee.
Hilo exclamation point.
Oh,
Can I get a donut?
I wanna.
Or 3. Mushroom.
Yeah.
I want chicken fingers. Mushroom. At Starboy, but it
EV
tasted good, sad face. I wanna.
Singu Bably Boopoo. Mushroom.
Our chicken finger like
Charlie
long
Bean
chicken
322
pieces.
says no, it's finished.
Mushroom. At Saffron, HKVHC and I don't upset me.
Eviolina
Mushroom.
says wait.
Yay.
At Starboy, okay. At MJ Fright.
Here ya go.
Chicken strips.
I want fox meat.
Bruh. It's concerning.
Cuteness. Zero, I liked it better when you were muted. Is that a shrimp?
Eviolina says my parrot disappeared, I don't know what to do.
Chicken fingers are like long chicken sticks.
Fried.
I've been spotted.
Eviolina
Sound goose.
Good.
Shrimp.
Rick Orion says
Yes.
shovel.
At my posture.
It is good.
You shoals try it.
Should.
Eviolina says want a new one?
National Shrimp Day is April 30th, everyone. With sweet sour sauce.
Shoals.
I need to try fizz water first.
Rick Orion
Duluth
says
Beat It.
not. Rick
I want some
Orion
chicken
says
Alfredo.
it's good. Rick Orion
Right.
says it just keeps. Rick Orion says well. Eviolina says
Kinder
I have
chocolate.
extra I don't use. Rick Orion says there's too much sand. Rick Orion
I want Kinder eggs.
Rick Orion says oh. Rick Orion says thank you. Eviolina says YWYW.
I am obsessed with chicken Alfredo.
Me too.
Okay, so. Y'all still ordering?
Is Char finally gone?
Bro.
At Starboy, no.
Eviolina says why break my logs.
You Char.
I
Charlie
didn't
Bean
want you to
322
answer
says
that.
I'm doing SMTH. Eviolina says I was trying to make the house look a little nicer. Eviolina says oh okay
Nerd.
sorry.
I'm never finding love.
Whoa.
Okay.
That's a Zoot in turn.
Same zero. Zero, why did you just trauma dump on us? LMAO.
That's Saffron. HKVHC and I. That's too early.
Tainari, I remember the time you trauma dumped.
I remember too.
At Starboy, people my age smoke and drink IDK, man, it's weird.
Awkward. Don't be like them. 0, that's different. I had too many mushrooms that it stopped making me happy.
At Saffron, HKVHCNI SME.
I want. Pinky promise.
Good.
Rick Orion says I'm a genius.
Creeper. Ah, man.
Guys, I am caught.
Charlie Bean 322 says AFK.
I am so cooked.
It's 4 a.m. here.
Who trying to trauma dump next?
Nice one, Mega Jewel.
TikTok let me make non-horn comments.
Mega what?
At Starboy, can I go?
Good luck, Saf.
0 what?
Just kidding.
Rick Orion says aw thanks for the tools bro.
What?
Eviolina Vu says yip.
My lore's weird.
We listen and we judge, so who's next? OSTS.
You. You can never tickle information out of me.
But I am the one asking.
Tickles you.
TF.
My mom had me so she wouldn't be the only one traumatized by her mother.
You don't really mean.
Okay, yellow. I almost died when I was a baby.
E.
Yellow.
Rick Orion says LOL.
This like those groups now. The circle groups.
Who's next?
Unfortunately.
Where they sit in a circle.
Yes.
Beans, 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 beans. Why not a square?
Eviolina Vu says I found my parrot.
Connected.
Rick Orion says oh.
Beans, 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 beans,
Rick
beans,
Orion
beans,
says
beans,
good.
beans, 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 beans.
Square no.
Stop.
But why? Hey,
Beans. Beans, 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 beans. DW bout it's Saf. Okay, 3.
Sternenja.
Beans, 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 beans,
I had a nightmare. Walking beans were chasing me down a hallway. It was terrifying.
Sternenjung.
Stop this madness.
Yes.
He's allergic to beans. Who ordered CAKW?
It's still going.
Paimon HII.
Charlie Bean 322 says back.
Editor, you're coming to my tea party now, right?
Hello.
Do we not see the cheeks?
Hi, Paimon.
Charlie Bean 3.
What cheeks? At Finca their PFP.
At Saffron, HKVHCNI hello less than 3. LMAOO.
WTF. At Paimon greater than Evie Elena hello less than 3.
Give me a sec. I gotta go refill my water bottle.
Beans 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 beans.
What?
I be noticing. At Saffron, HKVHCNI wink wink.
My hand slipped, sorry.
At Paimon greater than Evie Elena MWA 3. At Starboy says you sad face.
I finally finished the house and other server.
FYM. Ito, you still didn't answer.
Ooh Layla. Nice.
Let's get down to
Coming to
business.
my tea party?
At Starboy WYMFYM. By the way, Starboy MJ is cheating on you.
We're still finishing some stuff here.
What?
Elaborate. The what?
Ryan says bro. Rick Ryan says Enderman cute. Rick Ryan says can I leash
All the
Enderman?
sleepiness panicked out of me.
Berlin. Edito, are you coming
Eviolina
TTO my
says look
tea
him in
party?
the eyes. Charlie Bean 322
At Berlin,
says
is that a polar bear?
Charlie Bean 322 says I am NG. Charlie Bean 3
I love polar bears.
Rick Orion
My
says I
husband.
like him.
You're going
Eviolina
to sneak
says enter.
soy into my drink.
Never.
And I love.
Evi
That Starboy TT isn't letting me say it.
Charlie Bean 322 says bro.
What if I didn't run?
Eviolina says
On.
Eviolina says Jawat Jeshka. Rick Orion says the zombie killed
At
me, not the
Starboy,
Enderman.
yes, that's a polar bear.
Rick Orion says I got cock blocked by zombie.
Polar bear. Very nice.
Charlie Bean 322 was slain by drowned.
Edito, I can't sneak soy into your drink. I need you alive and warm.
Eviolina was
Polar
shot
bear.
by skeleton.
If not friend, why friend-shaped?
Eviolina says skeleton aimbot.
Correct, Berlin.
You got polar bear and not fox. I want to eat snow.
Spider is back.
What out?
Rick Orion says thank you. Charlie Bean 322 says I need an axe. Eviolina says in the chest.
I'm
Rick
back.
Orion says
Welcome back.
Edo, are you coming or not?
Welcome back.
I said no.
WB.
I am not going to your tea party.
Let's get down to business.
Starboy Checker D.
Edito, I want heard you. I need you live. Ma.
MS.
My what?
I don't believe you.
Is Char gone or is she still here? I am a little scared. That Starboy, it doesn't let me say it.
At Saffron, HKVHCNI Boo. DNNM.
Saf, I hope not. Shucks. Adukis for Hark so.
I am very, very scared now, low-key. Hi, editor. What do y'all want for dinner? Can we normalize judging Char?
Mother.
KFC.
MJ.
I'll invite Kuyasara to keep an eye on me. What? I am hungry, mother. Damn.
MJ for dinner.
At Yulia, I don't want to eat food is so mushy you. Feed us.
Want seeds or something.
That's not a no.
Damn seeds.
Give us and feast.
Sugarcane.
In this economy, I will take it.
If there isn't there, he'll go. BRB.
See ya. See ya. I'm just trying to be nice to y'all and be myself, and I can't cuz every time Starboy is rude face with diagonal mouth. Can't even walk in this economy.
Okay, bro, less than 3.
At your local editor, 49% FR.
LMAO what? At Ito I was inviting her to keep you safe. You sure you Anna be a honor with me?
So, MJ did get eaten, but by a zombie.
Anyways, my lawyer advises I don't give too much details.
Yes.
Still playing?
At Uki's 4 hearts, you told me and other people to shut up, sad face. Did Charlie get the baby axolotl for me?
At Saffron, HKVHCNI, no I didn't.
It's only in 2 hours.
At Maritsu, I got killed and it died.
Dang, my device is tweaking.
At Uki's 4 harks, no. One more for my collection. The star's back.
At Uki's 4 harks, you did actually, yes.
It's a little early for me. Let me get a cup of
Can I
coffee
get my
first.
bucket back?
At Saffron, HKVHC and I when? Saf Char did what? Who am I gonna touch this stream? Damn ho. Like me. Chest. Wait.
No.
At Uki's 4 harks when you were watching a live stream.
Wait, no.
I never said shut up to anyone. WTF you mean?
Rick Orion says y'all got bucket. Rick Orion says
I'm
for
being
farm one.
serious.
See how Char is typing in big caps.
I am serious too.
MJ be providing for the rest of y'all.
That's how you know she lying.
Is there in fight gonna go down on stream?
Rick Orion says thank.
Here's the KFC.
Always being ACUSED. No, not the online fight. You got berries for Fox and no Fox. Fight going in chat in the.
Charlie
There's
B
me.
320.
Can we normalize being
Here you
nice to
go.
Saf?
Miritsu01 says good evening Alpha and Omegas.
Here you go.
A stream is no place
Here
to
you
fight,
go.
so we'll let it go.
Drama.
Eviolina who says hello. Charlie Bean 320. Rick Orion says hi.
Here you go.
Saffron is the bigger person RN.
Charlie Bean 322 says my parents never believed me and now my friends.
What's going on even? I am
Here you
too
go.
busy reading the Meg chat.
Unlike someone else.
Charlie Bean 322 says see this is how it's always been.
Here you go.
Charlie Bean 322 says and hot.
Grr. Grr.
Grr. Burr.
AWOO.
Gifting outlet is crazy. I'm broke.
Side dropping off boyfriend back to his crib.
Eviolina Vu says I'm going to go to bed.
Guys don't growl. My daughter gets PTSD.
Okay.
Grr.
Thank
Brew,
you.
thanks for the
Evio.
gifts. Less than 3.
Hey, let me get an AWOO.
Eviolina Vu left the game.
YWMJ.
Rick Orion says
Hey, Thumb.
Rick Orion says
What
I
are you
didn't
doing?
see the message.
MJ.
What?
Hi.
Here too. Good night everyone less than 3. Stop.
Paimon. Good night. Good night.
Here you go.
At Paimon greater than Evie Elena hi Paimon good night.
Sleep well, Paimon.
I miss you already, Paimon. MJ.
Stop.
See you in 5 months.
Why?
It's 4:30, aha.
What are you doing? Farm.
Here you go.
Trust the process,
Farm.
Miritsu01 says I lost the baby, sad face. Rick Orion says thank you. Rick Orion says what?
What thing you play is like a challenge.
Hi Kaveh says
I am a
Michelle
bit
is alone
worried.
on the server now hell.
It hurts my OCD so much.
Hey,
It's not funny.
What's OCD again? Yeah, I am
Rick
doing
Orion
the kebab
says
army.
what do we do? Charlie Bean 322 says Miritsu what are you gon' build in the construction site? Miritsu01 says house. Charlie Bean 322 says nice.
MJ, you don't want to see the kebab army.
Do we go now?
OCD equals obsessive compulsive disorder. Are you in there?
Rick Orion says.
That took you some time.
Hi Kaveh says if you wanna. Miritsu01 says I'm too laggy on it.
I already forgot about the question.
I didn't know you were talking to me.
And what is that? Lil, I am gonna finish the farm first year, then to less than 3.
Bro.
Charlie Bean 322 says same. Charlie Bean 322 says BTW I made a world last night. Rick Orion says is it a... Hi Kaveh says and I saw her mom last night. Rick Orion says LMAO. Charlie Bean 322 says you props did. Charlie Bean 322 says she was at the store. Rick Orion says oh. Rick Orion
Al Haythamam.
I'm trying to talk.
Charlie Bean 322 says server and world. Charlie Bean 322 says I invited y'all. I think that's how you make a server, I don't know. Rick Orion. Charlie Bean 322 says oh. Rick Orion says we need more seeds. Rick Orion says for wheat. Rick Orion says for cow. Rick Orion says for mead. Rick Orion says mead.
Mead.
Rick Orion says
Meat.
Charlie Bean 3.
TikTok, stop muting me.
I'm trying to say something cool. Okay, that's enough.
Charlie Bean 3.
No.
Charlie Bean 3.
Enough of what?
Hi Kaveh says I got bone meat.
Finish your sentence. I am
Rick
taking
Orion
my
says
crown.
thanks.
I think I've had too much screen time for today. Ha 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 ha. Please stop.
What is happening here,
Charlie
LMAO?
Bean 322 says NP. Charlie Bean 322 says AFKRQ. Hi Kaveh says with 2 cap.
I'm used to being muted. I'm Turkish. Schizophren. You will never take my crown.
Miritsu01 says he I have 2 axolotls.
My crown. Finally, YAYY.
Thoughts on the FA Jin quirk?
It's mine.
Jake. The what?
Miritsu0.
Crown.
I'm just the maid. I've never worn a crown. Adhesive bandage. You'll never get away from me.
Rikurai.
Adhesive bandage indeed.
Linga Galiguli.
Hi Kaveh says some seeds are missing here.
MJ, my obsessive cum disorder.
Dumb.
Wild.
I got the 2.
Twinnies. Cue 'em.
Is Al Hatham joking it?
At Levi shoe. Yorking.
Hi Kaveh.
Wow. Yes. Never.
Yorking.
All day, every day.
Go away.
Hi Kaveh says there's missing seeds. Rikarayan says
Yorking it Alhitham. Give up. At Yulia Therapist Mother Maid, all of them are
Hi
yorking
Kaveh
it.
says Lemmy.
As we speak.
Mine.
Rikarayan says I can find 2. Rikarayan says I got leash. Rikarayan says NVM. Charlie Bean 322 says I am a look for cows and a village for wheat. Rikarayan says thank you.
Wow.
Hi.
Yorking it.
Miritsu01 says can someone take my babies and put them in my chest?
To Al Hatham. Outening them.
Real. Elgundum.
Guys, you guys are so bad at liking. Once I entered a 5-hour stream and got 1 TH place on the likes.
Eldortham. Okay.
Charlie Bean 322 says BTW
place?
guys.
And I had to use one hand.
At Yulia, yes.
That's cute, aha.
Charlie Bean
Chuckle.
322 says
Real.
near the house. Miritsu01 says they kinda suck TBA. Rikarayan says why are you twerking?
Chuckled at yellow.
I'm just stating a fact.
Hi Kaveh says for the fans.
Let him
Hi
be
Kaveh
himself,
says fans
MJ.
advice. Rick Orion says Lma.
That's
Rick-
nice.
At Starboy, am I just a color to you? Adhesive bandage. For the fans is crazy.
For the girlies. And the boilies.
Rick Orion says jungle temple. Mirit
At Yulia, I don't
01
like the
says
color
what
yellow.
color am I Starboy? Charlie Bean 322 says he's twerking for OnlyFans. Get it?
UQN Exceprion though.
N.
Rick Orion says I will
crying
cry.
oil.
At Starboy O, so you hate me?
At Yulia number.
Charlie Bean 322 says he watch.
You are not Char. At LCYLAI meant boys, why did you Todoroki then?
Miritsu 01 teleported Charlie
always
Bean
call me yellow.
322 to Miritsu
Yep.
01.
My legs are frozen, but it's worth it, hey.
Miritsu 01 says put them in my chest. Hi Kaveh says I don't see any cows.
I got the crown and number
Charlie
one.
Bean 322 hit the ground too hard. Miritsu 01 says there's lava.
At Yulia, her name yellow. At Saffron, HKVHCNI, congrats IG.
Hey, I will get it when you least expect it.
Hi Kaveh says lava for nether portal.
Mr. Teacup says hello.
Mr. Teacup feels sick. At MR Teacup, hello.
Hi, Mr. Pippi C. Yelia is how it's pronounced.
At MR Teacup, same. Greetings, Mr. Teacup.
Hello, guys.
I feel like an iPad kid.
IDC Yellow.
Miritsu 01 set
Let's
the
get
time
down
to
to business.
103-3000.
Pizza. Pizza.
What even are pizza rolls?
At MR Teacup Newbie PFP.
Never tried them.
It's pronounced like Yelhaya.
Miritsu 01 says mob spawner.
Stoned. TD won't let me throw insults anymore. This is so sad.
Can I get a Haya? Pizza that isn't rolled. At Uki's 4 Harks Yesh.
Rick Orion says what?
Starboy, if I make you some food, will you call me by my name?
At Starboy, do what? At Yulia, give me candy and chicken fingers.
Coming right up.
Also, the pronunciation is pretty obvious. My secret GONER identity comes out at midnight, so I gotta go.
NAHH. Here you go, Starboy.
Wow. Buy zero hose.
Hi.
What is hose?
Thank you, Yulia.
Charlie Bean 322 says what's the thing you need with lodestone? Charlie Bean 322 says
Hose
I want
mama.
to see how make.
E after
Charlie
the O.
Bean 322 says it.
UP. Yulia, a real one. How long will this stream be again? Not as long as yesterday, probably.
Charlie Bean 322 says does this world not have any cows?
Hopefully.
Hi
Lol.
Charlie Bean 322 says yes.
Good because my head is spinning, ha ha ha. I'm gonna go find my wifey, bye.
Rick Orion says can
Not
you
in
find
that
her
way.
way?
Everything feels funny here. I miss my wifey Tails, I miss her a lot.
Severin, you should sleep.
Hi Kaveh says yep. Rick Orion says let me go. Rick Orion says with you. Rick Orion says I got leashes.
At MJ nah, it'll be good probably.
You have been teleported to High Kaveh. Teleported Rick Orion to High Kaveh.
Saf sleep.
Or no soda.
Miritsu01 says I'm in a mine shaft.
Ah shucks.
Charlie Bean 322 says TP me. Miritsu01 teleported
like
Charlie Bean
soda.
322 to Miritsu01. Charlie Bean 322 says we can make compass
Leash.
BTW.
He leash.
What?
The poor cows.
Rick Orion says the
I didn't know you could do that with the cows.
Me neither.
As a farmer gal, the cows don't
High
mind. They
Kaveh
can
says
swim,
I'm
usually.
just extra slow so they don't leave.
Stan Yulia.
I think the caffeine did something to me because I am sleepy, but I am also not sleepy.
Stop mentioning it, Saf.
Grr. Okay, sad face.
Saf, you do know that doing that can cause heart attacks, right? Sleep.
Again. Can we stand Starboy?
Charlie Bean 322 was shot by skeleton.
Sterninjung.
At Yulia, that can happen.
What are
Charlie
you
B.
doing on my FYP again? Hi.
Hula.
I stand Starboy.
Miritsu01.
At
Teleported
Scaramouche Hate
Charlie
Club
Bean
OMG, can I
322
join?
to Miritsu01. Rickorion says oh my god. Rickorion
At
says in
MRT
front
Cup,
of
yes.
Join me.
me. Hi Kaveh says do we got wool?
Join US.
Guess who I stand and love?
Yes, Saf, your heart is constantly beating. When you are tired, it beats slower.
At Scaramouche Hate Club YESHHHHIM signing up.
I'll hate them.
At Scaramouche Hate Club get out.
Ayo.
Not wrong, but no. Hi.
And these 4 marks.
Energy drinks make it beat faster, so being tired and on energy drinks can overload your heart.
LMAO.
And these 4 marks know you.
What's up?
Hi Kaveh says I put carpets on the fences.
And you too little. What did I miss? At Yulia, is it the same even if I don't drink energy drinks?
Hello, Maple Leaf.
Just go to sleep.
At Oogie's 4 Hearts, you got TBH. I just woke up, so.
Miritsu01. Teleported Miritsu01 to Charlie Bean 322.
I am here to spread propaganda.
Miritsu01
Huh.
says oh good you have an iron pickaxe.
Join me and we'll rule the world.
Propaganda.
Do research, bro. Adhesive bandage.
I am scared now, sad face.
No one joining hurrah.
At Scaramouche Hate Club, yes.
Join me, join us. Let's become one and do the fandango together.
What if I do get a heart attack? But what about my future? Oh no. I casually deleted my Minecraft out of the blue again. Gamer them, are you nonverbal?
Yes,
I'm a eat.
Eat what? At Saffron, HKVHCNI chill, it's okay as long as you stop doing it. Nom nom.
Don't joke, we love you.
some sort of.
At Starboy you're I think. WTF, you just snapped his neck.
Biscuit.
Strawberry.
Give me one.
For two.
Starberry.
I am scared. Right?
At LCYLA Wild.
Feed the chat, gamer them. I will. Starberry. I had blueberry bagels with grape jelly earlier.
My laptop got separated from its keyboard.
Now I really can't sleep.
Make Starberry mainstream.
Charlie
That
Bean
was so
322 says BRB. Rick Orion was slain by High Kaveh.
Look up
Rick
the side
Orion
effects of not
says
getting
what?
enough sleep. I'm being serious. Your body and mind need it.
What the hell?
High
Yay,
Kaveh
Char
says ha
gone.
ha ha ha. High Kaveh was slain by Rick Orion.
At Starboy I said BRB.
Rick Orion says LMAOOO. Rick Orion
Magnolia,
says
does
hate
that
crime.
mean I might pass early? Too good to be true.
There's something low-key disturbing about seeing Al Haytham happy.
I'm back in prison. My life expectancy is around 40 or 50 with how poorly I take care of myself. Please, sleep. Kaya my goat. Face with open eyes and hand over mouth. Face with open eyes and hand
Charlie
over
Bean
mouth. Face with open
322
eyes and
joined
hand
the
over mouth.
game.
Face with open eyes and hand over mouth. Face with open eyes and hand over mouth. Face with open eyes and hand over mouth. Face with open eyes and
Charlie
hand over
Bean
mouth. Face with open
322
eyes and
says
hand over
back.
mouth. Face with open eyes and hand over mouth.
Rick
Face
Orion
with open
says
eyes and
food
hand
yummy.
over mouth. Face with open eyes and hand 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 over mouth. Face with open eyes and hand
I
over
want
mouth. Face
Saf
with
to
open
sleep.
eyes and hand over mouth. Face with open
Hi,
eyes and
Kaya.
hand over mouth. Face with open
How do
eyes
you
and
find
hand
out
over
your
mouth.
life
Face with open
expectancy?
eyes and hand over mouth. Face with open
I
eyes and
want
hand over mouth.
MJ.
Face with open eyes and hand over mouth.
if I
Face
pass
with
at
open
30?
eyes and
Oh,
hand
no.
over mouth. Face with open eyes and
I
hand
can
over
tell.
mouth. Face with open eyes and hand over
Just
mouth.
sleep, bro.
Are we done with the face with open eyes and hand over eyes?
Guys, I am almost done with my kebab mansion.
Saphilia is low-key yapping so DW.
TDS is giving me an error.
Miritsu01 says shut up.
Aduma CDO Sekazak Lucas Odego.
Miritsu01 says no more
But
hand
then
over
I
mouth
can't
face with
do
open eyes.
anything with my leg.
Charlie Bean 322 says
Then
help
my
I am
life
rotting.
is meaningless.
Charlie Bean 322 says it's like new brain root. Rick Orion says LMAO.
Adhesive bandage,
Rick Orion
adhesive
says
bandage,
TSG
adhesive
and
bandage,
error.
adhesive bandage,
Rick Orion
adhesive
says
bandage,
TDS.
adhesive bandage, adhesive bandage.
So willable.
Tomorrow is another day. Rest now. Shush.
Then he'll be useless and I was born for nothing.
Cornea. I love Starboy.
Turmeric. It is one day. Go. 2. Sleep.
Miritsu01.
I love MJ.
Miritsu01 is sleeping in a bed.
I got my
To skip to
nails
dawn.
done.
3 more users need to sleep in beds
Guys, why
at
are
the
we
same
so
time.
depressed?
How can I sleep knowing I won't become anything?
MJ is literally a cheater, bro.
No.
Layla Sue.
I am gonna cry, sad face.
What the hell?
Respectfully.
He literally had a whole army of SIDECHKS.
At GG, what the hell, ante?
Stop. Is that how you want me to act when you yap after my heart?
LMAO.
Saf, I'm done here. Okay? I can't help you anymore.
Miritsu01
It's up
says-
to you. Sleep and heal, or don't.
Rickorion
Yeah,
says
no, I don't
LMAO.
care.
Rickorion says I thought it was still night.
Guys, Kaya got their nails done.
Rickorion says what gift?
Kayla, what shaped nails?
That was entertaining, lol. French tip.
We stand Kaya.
French what? Tip haha.
Tip.
Hi, Kaveh is sleeping in a bed. To skip to dawn.
It's nail style.
Charlie Bean
Is that
320.
Sigma? My game trashed. Please stop.
Mirit. Rickorion says
Tips out.
WA. Charlie Bean 322 says 60.
Oh, the nails.
Miritsu01 says what happened to Kiwi. Rickorion says I ain't here. Hi, Kaveh says I'm going to second server, guys.
It's 5 a.m. in the morning, so maybe he'll sleep soon.
Hi, Kaveh.
Wait a minute.
Bruh, sleep.
MJ, it's 6 a.m. for you.
It's Saffron, HKBHCNI 5 p.m. for me. $11 p.m. here. Feels like
3.
Charlie Bean
5 p.m.
322
here.
says oh. Charlie Bean 322 says that's gross.
Here you go.
Hey,
MJ.
Charlie Bean
At
320.
Kanade Yoasaki, same.
yes? Hi.
Hi.
MJ meant to say yes, King.
LMAO.
Charlie Bean 322 is sleeping in a bed. To skip to dawn.
Kaya knows what's up.
MJ.
Yes, King?
You can only sleep at night and during thunderstorms. Charlie Bean 322 says AFKRQ.
Now we're talking. Got me some type away. I wonder why I'm playing Smoke It Off.
Miritsu01 says I made an anvil.
Was I in some Rorny session? What?
Ayo?
Help!
Huh. Go get a room, a house, a car, a yacht, a private plane, and go flirt their pink heart.
Pause.
HRORNY.
Resume.
Boop.
Miritsu.
Fast forward.
Let's get down to business.
MJS car? This is so silly.
Rick Ryan says Starboy
Undo.
ABND MJ.
No, because why was my phone playing Smoke It Off?
Miritsu01 says he'll make Starboy the yellow one.
I'm
Rick
frying.
Ryan says LM8.
My car?
Ed, will you be baking too?
No, wait, I'm burned. Literally. Roarny session with Finan.
That's crazy.
What? Here's our car.
Man, I regret saying car.
My mom can drive now.
Car. No regrets. This is why I should double check all my comments if they refer to the two of you. Face with open eyes and hand over mouth. Finan.
I'll hit him. Exclamation mark, exclamation mark.
Saffron.
Hello, Ahmed.
Exclamation mark, exclamation mark, exclamation mark,
Rick Ryan
exclamation
says
mark,
what I was
exclamation
wedding.
mark, exclamation mark,
Rick Ryan says
exclamation mark,
eating.
exclamation mark, exclamation mark, exclamation mark, exclamation mark,
Rick Ryan-
exclamation mark, exclamation mark.
I am still frozen, dang it. You dare to challenge me?
Charlie Bean 322 says I'm trying to peel them. Charlie Bean 322 says I don't like the outs.
I am gonna go get water.
Take your time, MJ.
In real? Live.
Charlie Bean 322 is waving.
Fizz water next. Fizz.
Charlie
What?
Bean 322 is clapping.
Sparkling Mizu.
Riz.
I will come back again to jibe my likes. Threat.
Riz.
Inabayo.
Bro emerge. Should I get my G1?
Hello.
At Levi, that's cute.
Oh, now I remember.
What is a G1?
MJ is cute.
Why is TikTok so sensitive?
Starboy is cute.
At MJ driving.
I was playing Repo while
Rick
playing
Ryan says
Smoke It
hi.
Off.
Rick Ryan is waving.
Real, you're both very, very pretty.
Charlie Bean 322 is waving. Miritsu01 says MJ come here. Miritsu01 says other way.
G1 is for driving. It's the test you
Rick
pass for
Ryan
knowing
says
the rules of the road.
MJ is very pretty.
I keep forgetting that I want to drink water.
Starboy fine shit.
Let me get milk instead.
And you need it.
MJ or Betty?
Rick Ryan
I
says
hate water.
Starboy so cute. Miritsu01 says we're here too.
Aduki's 4 Harks your water.
Rick Ryan
I
says
love water.
Biologically.
Oh wait, that's so cute.
And wait, what?
MJ, no, why did you drown? If char is water, then I hate it too.
Miritsu01 was slain by Rick Ryan.
YK, what's cute?
MJ is. At Starboy, what did I do? No, it's Starboy.
Well, actually, everyone is water 80%.
What did you not do?
Do me too.
Miritsu01 says stop being a creep. Rick Ryan says LMAOO.
Whoa, it has a nice name. Who did that?
Let's get down to business.
Ah,
Maritsu.
Name me a G Hessling. Cutest axolotls.
See, Maritsu is great.
When you get a baby gassed. Gassed.
name the baby Gassed Kaya. Yes.
I approve.
Can we normalize glazing, MJ?
I'm dying. I ate a orange zest piece.
Char no one gaff.
Number 1 Starboy Glazer. At Starboy Bro.
My Hyunjin photos fell out, help.
Number 1 MJ enthusiast.
And are they okay? At Saffron, HKVHCNI, they're okay.
Hyunjin from
Stray.
Rick.
At Few, that's good.
Yeah.
MJ is chopped on Char Soul.
Stray the kids.
Sorry, Char.
Stray Kids. LMAO.
Charlie Bean 322 joined the game.
I am done with my kebab mansion.
Why are the kids stray?
Get them a home.
Miritsu01 says there's
LMAO.
Kebab Maznian.
Adopted kids then?
That's crazy.
Let me check.
Face with open eyes and hand over mouth, 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 face with open eyes and hand over mouth. Check under the desk.
That scared me.
LMAO.
Hi.
Face with open eyes and hand over
Kind
mouth.
K00K
Face with open
says
eyes and
that's
hand
not
over
mine.
mouth. Face with open eyes and hand over mouth. Face with open eyes and hand over mouth. Face with
Rick
open
Orion
eyes
says
and
my
hand
wives.
over mouth. Face with open eyes and hand over
Kind
mouth. Face with
K00K
open eyes and
says-
hand over mouth. Face with open eyes and 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 hand over mouth. Face
Kind
with open eyes and
K00K
hand over
says I
mouth.
almost
Face with
died.
open eyes and hand over mouth. Face with 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 open eyes
Hi,
and
Kaveh
hand over
says
mouth.
MJ
Face
check
with
out the
open
house.
eyes and hand over mouth. Face with open 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 eyes and hand over mouth.
They were all LOING at you.
Is that Layla's server?
Rick Orion says
Why
that
is there
is
a lot
so
of-
cute.
I love blondes.
Santo these emojis.
Dark brown.
To be precise.
I love Starboy. My boyfriend wants to bite my nails off.
To be precise.
Kind
Okay, Starboy. Did I misspell? At what Y? At Saffron, HKVHCNI, you tell me.
Face with open eyes and hand over mouth. Face with open eyes and hand over mouth. Face with open eyes and hand over mouth. Face with open eyes and
Plus
hand
Charlie
over
Bean
mouth.
322.
Face with open eyes and hand over mouth. 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 Face
This needs to stop.
There was an error. Thanks.
Rick Orion said.
I'm sorry. At artificial intelligence.
Rick Orion says
Okay,
I'm
I'm gonna
lagging.
sleep now. Does anything talk LMAO? LMAO.
Concave.
Nope.
At LCYLA. Night Saf.
Rick Orion says
Adhesive bandage pregnant man face
Kind
with
K00K
open eyes and
says
hand
Goon Room.
over mouth face with open eyes and hand over mouth. Is this your server?
Night night everyone. 3.
I am gonna cry. What is this stream LMAO? Kevin room.
Pregnant man, pregnant man, pregnant man, pregnant man, pregnant man, pregnant man, pregnant man.
Kind K00K says beautiful,
Not
isn't it?
mine.
At Saffron. HKVHCNI Newt Newt.
Charlie Bean 322 says pregnant man, pregnant man.
What is server code, Layla? I just joined back.
Kevin Backrooms.
Rick Orion says LMAOO. Rick Orion says you got a lot done so fast.
At LCYLALAYLAAA.
Rick Orion says
Pregnant
cute.
man, pregnant 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 man, biting lip, adhesive bandage, adhesive bandage, adhesive bandage.
Kind K00K
Oh,
was
listen,
slain by
tweet
Kaveh.
What is server code?
Charlie Bean 322 says I am sorry. Kind K
I like the lamps.
Hang on.
MJ put server info.
Thank you, lovely Layla.
Charlie Bean 3
Pregnant man, 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 jar, jar, jar. Wait, it's not SEDNGIN.
Let me get some milk actually now.
Sned.
Jar 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 jar. I am Steve.
Nope, not Sned.
Pregnant person, pregnant person, pregnant person, pregnant person, pregnant person.
Rick Orion says LMAOO. Charlie Bean 322 says chicken jockey.
Thank you, MJ.
NP, sorry I didn't notice it's not sending.
Hi. Kind K00K says was. Unknown was slain by Kaveh.
Setting.
Hi Kaveh says Nix. Kind K00K says oh my god.
PPC.
Rick Orion says I got too many.
PPC.
Charlie. Hi Kaveh says that's the description in a WhatsApp group I'm in. Kind K00K says
Leave
but
a
not
seat
near my
in my
mansion
pee-pee.
PLS. Kind K00K says IT is what?
Pippi C.